can shut up now. Hey there, Soxy, welcome. So, this evening I am just going to be chilling out and painting a Sumatran tiger, I think is the image that I picked. So, it's just going to be like a chill out stream. It's painting, chat and chill, basically. Good to have you here though, Soxy. I think my mic is on. Please tell me I turned my mic on. I did. Awesome. Cool. Right, let's switch over to this. And nothing. There's nothing here because I didn't set it up because I'm a derp. Let me turn on my... Oh, wait. I don't have a camera. God dang it. Where is camera? Video capture. That's the one I want. Uh-oh. I do have a camera. I just didn't set it up because I'm an idiot. We are doing this. How unfortunate. Hello. Oh my gosh, it's a face reveal. Although technically I've revealed my face before. Ooh, it's me. You rarely see me, but I am here. Look, Jax is, I don't know if you can see him. Jax is over by my lamp with my Alistair meow. Sorry about my bed as well. It's not made because I'm lazy. And I get up really early in the morning, so I don't actually have time to make my bed. Essentially, my room is just one big, like, pop culture reference at this point. Hey, Tori, how's it going? So, as I was saying, tonight I am going to be painting a Sumatran tiger. I'm going to put the camera up facing down, obviously. You're not going to be looking at my ugly face all evening. But I have some watercolor paper here. It's A4. It's not like... Oh, I'm going to need to tape this. Let me grab some tape. Yeah. I'm going to throw some music on in a minute. I'm just doing the stuff right now. But hello, everybody that is hopping in. Make sure you say hello in the chat. Bear with me. Yeah. Hooray! Alright, let's tape this because for some reason... Well, not for some reason. My webcam doesn't like pointing downwards, so I have to tape it in place when I'm doing, like, desk artwork. Hooray! Yes, indeed. Yep, let's turn on my lamp. Oh, that is bright. I will turn it, actually turn it down one because that's really fucking bright. And it blinded me. I'm blind now. How am I going to paint a tiger? I don't know. Right, that is done. Let's make my camera bigger. Also going to hide Toon for that. Should I hide Toon? I probably will hide Toon for this just because I need the camera to be full screen. So we'll hide Toon just for this stream. Jax once said, hooray! I know, right? Okay, let's resize this. There we go. Cool. Alright, so, yep. So I got this watercolor paper. It's recycled as well, which is really good. So I'm going to be painting on this. I've never used this before, but I imagine it will be kind of like the... like these. Like just a slightly bigger version. And also it's slightly finer. Like this stuff, I don't know if you can see it, but it's slightly coarser. So there is that. Am I going to draw Jax? No, I'm drawing a tiger. Or painting a tiger, I should say. At some point, I probably should paint Jax, though. That is something I should probably do at one point. But no, I'm going to be painting a Sumatran tiger. There's crap all over my desk. Cool. So, I'm going to be using gouache like I've been using before. I checked to see if I had any canvas, and I was going to do like a canvas board, but I don't, and otherwise I would have used acrylic. So I'm going to be using the gouache. I've got my stuff all set up, ready to go. I'm going to throw on some music, and I'm going to sketch out the tiger first, like I normally do. And we'll get going with this. Let's throw some music on. Different music today. I don't know how loud that is. Get rid of that one. So how are you guys? Say a random gangle line right now. Okay. Now let's go kill Jackson Pomney. Not lo-fi, Lagasp, I know, right? Pick a pencil. Which pencil am I gonna use? Is there not a HB? There is a HB. Who? Well, what? I know, not lo-fi. Oh my god, no. It's another of my favorites. It's by Dan Gibson. It's called Moose Country. I'm going to turn it down a little bit because I don't want it to be like super, super loud. Let's hug Kirby. Okay. I'm not quite sure why I'd hug Kirby. Anyway, let me pull up my reference. And I'm going to sketch this boy out. So it's basically going to cover like the entire page, essentially. So we're going to sketch you out a Tigger. But how are you guys? I hope everyone is doing the good. I don't know how well the Gangle line came across. I'm not very good when it comes to voice acting. Okay, so we get a sketchy sketch. A sketchy sketchy sketch. I don't know if the light is... Okay, that'll do. It's not like super bright. Hope everyone is good though. Obviously, this won't be done in a stream. I mean, most of my artwork when I do it like this generally isn't. But because it's realism, it'll take longer. Gonna be honest, this is my first time... Oh, actually, it's not, is it? Because I started the Robin. Still haven't finished that. I started the Robin with watercolors. Gouache, whatever you want to call it. The stuff that I'm using. Don't want to add much detail. I just want to sketch out where things are going, basically. This is weird. I'm used to, working smaller or on canvas. This is weird. Here's hoping the stream doesn't get botted today. Good drawing idea. If chaos was a person. Okay. I mean, I think it would just be a picture of me, no? If chaos was a person. I am chaos. We have 2 ovals. Yay. How to draw ovals. This has been a tutorial by... I am the Lord of Chaos! Yes, sorry, I don't know if that clipped to the mic. I'm so sorry. Chaos. That's what I do. There has never been a Lord of Chaos like me. Tigger nose. Big cat noses are strange. I leave to talk to my brother and come back to I am the god of chaos. I mean, that's not necessarily a bad thing to come back to, no? Could be worse. You could have come back to a freaking beach party. I mean, let's be honest, a beach party right now would be pretty fun. I am the god of peace. We cannot be friends. There is no going back from this. How far down to take? Also, it should be slightly more... Not in this weather, it wouldn't. What? Scared the heck out of you. Oh no. I scared at someone. Don't be scared. I don't know what's worse. Well, I say worse. You need to go, bye! Take care, Tori. I will be here, being weird and painting a tiger. Yeah, big cat noses are strange. So we'll do, or I don't know why I'm saying we, but I'll do an animation stream tomorrow. I plan to be working on dolls because I really do need to get that one like wrapped and finished. So we'll be working on that tomorrow. So I'll probably work on it during the day and then I'll stream it in the evening as well for the evening's stream. Wait, did you say we're going to paint on canvas? I was going to if I had canvas. I had a look and I don't. Otherwise I would have done. It would have been like I don't really use like stretched canvas. I tend to paint on canvas boards. They're a lot cheaper generally than canvas. I mean, I do have some canvas, but they're only like little canvas squares, which they're nice, but wouldn't really work for a piece like this. Although it would be really fun, and at some point I want to do something like this, is like to get like a load of squares like this and like paint something on each of the squares. So say for example the tiger that I'm doing now, like just paint a portion of it on each square so it kind of makes up like a mosaic. Jimmy? What do you mean that's where Jimmy went? I hated him. So... Wait, I can't see the bottom of the tiger's mouth. It's not in the picture. What is this? The small canvas. Oh, okay. Yes. Blah. Okay, I'm gonna have to look at a different tiger for reference on this, because it's not... There's no, like, really indication of what's where. I mean, I can always try and find that, because it's going to take me a while to paint this anyway, so I can always move down to the muzzle at a different point. But let's just get in the detail of where things are going. I like painting big cats. You're a canvas. Awesome. Do you have anything painted on you? Okay, I'm gonna go with this one now, because there's not a whole lot. Like, the picture I've got is literally like the tiger's eyes and like down to the nose, and like the bottom of the muzzle and the top of the head is cut off. So we'll leave it at that. So that's the initial sketch. I know it's not a lot, basically, but it's a starting off point. All Canvi are related. Oh, I did not know that. Okay, cool. Good to know. So I'm going to want a really fine brush for this. Brushes. Do I have a really, really small brush? I have many small brushes, but not all of them are the same. Let's use this one. Your profile picture is you. You're a small clown? Amazing. Love it. Right. I'm going to start painting this. I'm going to need black. This is, like, I think the thing I love most about painting animals is the eyes. I love painting eyes. This is the thing. I can paint, like, animal eyes. Oh, okay. And I can paint animals fairly well. I cannot paint people. I am very, very bad at painting people. Or drawing people. Like, I just can't do people. Like, at all. And also, hello if you are just hopping in. Quick reminder as well, if you haven't already, if you like what you see, please consider hitting the subscribe button and the like buttons, because it really does help the channel out. It helps us grow. And we're getting closer and closer to that big 500 mark, so that would be really cool to hit that this year. Let me just empty or scrape some of this paint out. Gonna need a new paint palette before too much longer. And also it says to YouTube, hey, this content's worth watching. Okay. I've got paint all over my fingers. Haha. Right, I am gonna paint something today, so... I think for the eye, it looks like I'm gonna need like a mix of greens. There's like a little dash of brown, yellows, maybe some amber on the edges. Alright. But we'll start with the black. We'll start with the black. Lamp black. Okay, right. I always feel nervous when I'm about to paint as well. Like, because I don't want to fuck things up. Like, painting is my escapism. Like, I love drawing, like, cartoons and animating and all that sort of stuff as well. But, like, painting animals is my go-to escapism. Like, it's just something I really enjoy, and it really, really relaxes me. I don't know why. So, it's just that first daub of paint on a piece, right? Fill a video idea while you wait for stuff. Drawing users profile pics. I mean, I could do that. I think it was Soxy. Was it you asking me to draw Kane's bee? That's something I can definitely do. Yeah, I can do that. At some point, I can definitely paint a bee in the style of how Kane would draw a bee. Sorry, I've got it. I know I would normally turn the canvas around, but because it's like a realism piece, I really need it kind of facing me. But yeah, I could definitely do like a stream of drawing people's profile pictures. That would be pretty fun. Okay, so that actually gets a bit thinner. The eyes a little bit wider at the top. POV, you're in a frame position with God, and he just draws a silly bee. I mean, to be honest, I'd probably be the same. Zooble! Look at this cool bee I drew! I love that line. I mean, I just love Kane. He's such a great character. Zooble, why is all you do is complaining? I never know what you want. Okay, so the top of this actually goes over the bottom piece. It's thin there, and then gets a little bit thicker at the top, but it's also got like... I'm probably going to use just white instead of the... I'm happy about COG getting greenlit. I really liked the pilot, so it's going to be very interesting to see where the series goes. For sure. That'll be me one day. It's very hard to do white on a white canvas. I didn't think this through! Maybe I should add like a very, very light yellow to it. Because the fur isn't exactly, it's not pure white. It's like a creamish color. A very, very small drop of yellow. You like a GD? Okay. I don't want it to be yellow, I want like a creamy color. There we go. Maybe a little bit more white to that. I just don't want it to be like pure white. Oh, okay. I never actually watched that one. It just didn't really speak to me, I guess. I don't really like the designs of the characters. I mean, I'm sure it's a good show. But it's definitely one of those that is kind of, I'll pass. Howdy hey, if you are just hopping in as well, welcome to the stream. I hope you're doing very, very well. Make sure you say hi in the chat. Okay, so the fur is going like up towards the eye. Like normally when I do animal stuff I work on canvas though, so. I don't have Netflix currently, but that's cool. I saw the trailer for it. It looks really good. When you accidentally turn your boyfriend into a furry. I'm not sorry. Yeah, it looks pretty good. There's a lot of stuff to do with Melon, but then I guess the series is gonna, it's gonna focus a lot on him and Legoshi. And Haru. That kind of dips out into like darker browns and oranges there. Opinion on SMG4. Yes. I don't know what that is. Welcome back, Tori. Okay, so it's that the pale needs to come in a little bit. Side channel from the creators of Glitch. Okay, never looked at it to be honest. Oops. That's cool though, I didn't know they had a side channel. Very cool. Need to get some white on this as well to get the shade. Especially for it being made in... Really? It's made in Gary's mod? Okay. Interesting. There's like a load of white fur that comes over the eye as well, but again it's very hard to do white on white. Needs to go into, or blend into the pale. I think you'd like Mr. Puzzles. Okay, interesting. That's not blending. That's what I like about Gouache. It blends really well into... It is very good at blending. Do that because the black around the eye needs to be, or the start of the eye needs to be a little bit thicker. Oh no, your Wi-Fi! Oh no! Boy, the one and only. Okay, that's cool. He seems to voice a lot of stuff. It is a very different kettle of fish. Painting on this paper as opposed to painting on... Sorry, excuse me. Oh, I got some coin in my throat. Oh, sorry. That sucked. Okay. Okay, let's add in some detail into eye. So I'm gonna want like green, brown, yellow. It's quite a lightish green though. With like a little bit of brown around the iris. Let's go with the pale green first. Because the yellow, it kind of like comes at the edge of the eye. It's like little patches of amber and yellow there. Mix some white in with this. Oh no, I'm running out of titanium white. That's not a good thing. Hello, if you're just hopping in, welcome to the stream. Hope you're doing well. Good to have you here. Okay, I'm gonna need to make it like really, really light. At the moment, that's more of like a sap green than white. There we go. That is too dark. But I need my gouache. If indeed you are just hopping in for the first time, make sure you say hello. I'm not scary, I promise. Okay, so we can start off with like a lighter green and then build up the tone and shade in the eye there. Look at me talking like I know what I'm talking about. I have no idea. Actually, there's like shade along the top of the eye where it's in the socket. So. I guess a downside to working with what's essentially a watercolor paint is, by the way, how do you see chat? Is it like some text or can you see? I can see both. Text and your profile pictures. And hello to the people that have just hopped in. Welcome to the stream. Hope you're having a fantastic day. Okay. I'll be here. I mean, let's be honest, I'm probably going to be working on this one eye for pretty much the stream. Like I said, it's a very, very different experience working on paper than it is to working on canvas. I'm not sure if I like the difference. I prefer canvas. I suppose it's good to get practice across some different mediums. Okay, I'm gonna let that dry a little bit. Again, that's a downside to working with watercolor paint. You can't layer it very well unless it's dry. Gotta let things dry. Actually, the white actually encroaches on that part quite a bit, so... god, that's the first time I've heard that in a long while. Thank you to whoever just subscribed. I don't know why it hasn't popped up on my screen yet, but thank you. I'm sure it will in a minute. It's quite delayed. Stupid delay. What is this? Thank you, whoever subscribed. It hasn't popped up on my screen. I don't know why, but I appreciate you subscribing. Oop. I need my reference bike. Oh, not again. Sorry, excuse me. Right, so I need to start, while the eye is still drying, I'm going to like work on the area below the eye. So I can add in a little bit more black, and then it starts coming down into like a very pale orange. But it's also got, I'm going to use this cream as well to go over the eye, instead of just, like I said, pure white. It's a little bit harder to get like a fur texture on paper too. Or I'm finding that it's a little bit harder to do that. Maybe it's just me. Because the fur is kind of going in like a curved shape over the eye. I don't know if it's because my brush is crap. Like, I don't actually have that many decent brushes, if I'm honest. They've all seen their use, and they're all... That's nearly ready to go. I might have to leave this top part to dry a little bit. But it's got that first patch of white coming up over the eye there. I don't know if I can use like the end of the brush to kind of scrape. Ooh, that could work. Like scrape the way the fur is going to get a bit of texture to it. Either that or I chose the wrong side of the paper to paint on. Probably that. Like, it almost becomes like almost like an oil pastel on this paper. Need like a blending stick. Let's do the next part of the eyes. I'm going to add some darker green in there now. Might have to add the iris in as well, just so I've got a point of reference to work from. it's got like... Right on the edge here, it's... And then, actually there is a little bit more around the eye. I don't know why I opened the black. I have black on my palette. Okay, so tiger iris is... Too much water on there. Oh no, there's water on the watercolor paper. Whatever shall I do? I know it looks like a heap of shit right now. I'm trying to trust the process. Trying to. Never! So I don't normally work flat on a desk like this. I normally have an easel. Gonna blend that brown out as well. So it is a little bit darker at the bottom there. So I want to get some golds in here. Oh, I don't know why I'm closing that up because I'm going to need it around the eye. Well, this just looks a mess. Oof. Okay, note to self, next time when painting animals, don't do it on watercolor paper. Ugh. Okay, maybe this yellow was the wrong choice. It's quite strong. trust? I trust that this will be a disaster. That's what I trust. Spots of water on here, we don't want that. I think I might do like a darker brown just on the edges of the iris. So I might pull the brown out down into the eye itself a little bit. Also, sorry if I'm going quiet when I'm like concentrating. Artist mode activates. Let's turn this back around so I can see. I am zoned. I think I'm gonna add maybe a tint of darker green just on the edge. Not that green. I'm gonna wait for the layers of paint that are there to dry as well before I add the highlights in the eye. So actually the white needs to come down over that a little bit. Not sure I like it. I am not sure I like it. Hey there, Jack. Welcome to the stream. Eh, I'm not so sure of it, to be honest, but thank you. I appreciate your support. So it kind of comes... mostly down the muzzle. You can't do what you're doing. Oh, okay. You can't do what I'm doing. I'm sure you could if you wanted to. Turn it this way so you can kind of see what's going on. I think that's dry enough to add the highlight in the eye as well. I mean, this is a bit of a new experience. It's not a new experience painting an animal, but it is a new experience working on like proper watercolor paper. But I'm trying to make it look good. I'll flip this back around so I can see to work on it. Turn the paper sideways. Hi, hi, if you're just hopping in as well, welcome to the stream. Hope you're having a fantastic day. Actually, that works really well, like doing like a cream where the white would be and then going over with white to add in like fur detail. Okay, happier now that the eye is kind of filled in a bit and it actually looks decent. I think you probably could as well. Like I said, Jax, like anyone can learn to do it. It just takes practice. Just gonna have to turn this way over a moment. To be fair, whenever I feel that I can't or say that I can't, I've got a shoulder demon that whispers in my ear that I can, so... Get yourself a shoulder demon! Mm-hmm. No, you're right, you're more like a gremlin than a demon. But I suppose I'll let you off. Okay, I want to start adding a little bit of orange in here. Oh yeah, I was going to add like a little pinch of gold into the eye as well, wasn't I? Just above the brown. I mean, I kind of have to, right? Look like an ochre. That might be... Don't think there's anything darker than that, actually. Like, I like gouache, but I think I definitely prefer working with acrylics. Huh, apparently no one subscribed. Amazing. I thought we were at 440, but no. Oh well. That's fine. That is... Oops, shit. Fine. Alright, I think I'm gonna start adding in a little bit of that brown and goldy colour around the nose there. Yeah, like I don't mind gouache. Like I enjoy working with it, it's a nice medium to work with, and this is a new experience working on this sort of paper. It's just very different, obviously, to what I'm used to doing. But I guess it is nice to be out of the comfort zone and trying something different. So an orange, but not like a... So it starts off actually quite dark, coming down from the eye. Then it goes lighter. So we'll start with this. So the white patch is just on the side of the eye there. Now we just need Glitch to notice me and, what's the word? Like, take on Tanuki Tails. Like that would ever happen. So yeah, it's the lighter into a more like goldeny brown out towards the nose. I think that black actually needs to go a bit further down too. Yeah, I might have to do the cream on that first when it comes to the white. So since we're painting animals, anybody that's in the chat right now, what's your favorite animal? Indeed. Really like an otter. If it wasn't obvious, mine is raccoons. Shocking no one. Oh, I think we must be the only two here then. So that needs to come down alongside the black. Actually, I can probably switch this around while I'm doing this so you can see what's going on. For the chat's benefit, if anyone's in here. Although it is insanely hard to paint upside down, I will do my best. And howdy to everyone. Oh, they've gone. They hopped in and went, nope, I'm out. Oh well. Fuck this shit out. I'll do the same as I did here, like start it in the cream and then go over with white once it's dry. Are they like that? I thought they just appeared on the homepage if you were live. The live stream on YouTube, I like TikToks. That's news to me. I didn't know they were like that. Oh no, the music have finished. Oh, it paused, but that's a different stream that I don't want to listen to, so... To the lo-fi! Oh, I will turn that down now, though. It's quite loud. There we go. But yeah, like I said, that's news to me. I didn't realise their lives had changed to that. It was different before. I mean, doing on YouTube Shorts and it dumps me into random lives. Oh, okay, that's interesting. They must have updated that then, because it never used to be like that. Interesting. Okay, so I'll let that cream dry and then I'll go over with white. It says there's 4 people watching though. I'm assuming one of them is me on the tablet, because obviously I'm watching the live to see the chat. So there's someone in here not talking. Alright, we'll wait for that to dry. Need to bring up my reference again. Yeah, look. Oh, and all of a sudden they're gone. Da, 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 da. Right, so I need to bring that black down a little bit more. Ooh, too much water. Too much water. I'm going to dab it so it diffuses. But then I suppose painting like an animal live isn't really that interesting for people. Yep. Schrodinger's lurkers. I think I've said before, I think I have a theory on who one of the lurkers could potentially be, but I don't know. But yes, I don't think... Maybe it's interesting to certain groups of people, but I think like painting live is a bit boring to some people, especially if it's like an animal and not anything really relevant. Yeah. I'm not complaining, it's just, yeah. Let's fade that out. It actually starts darker at the edge of the black, doesn't it? Yes. Definitely need to get more white though. I have rounded it out. Actually, I need to, that's not such a blob actually, it kind of peters out into a line. I think the white actually comes down over the black fur there, so that patch of whitish cream. Alright, now that's dry. I'm going to go over that with white. Try not to get green in it, that would be very helpful. It's actually like a lighter orange at the edge there. Oh no, there is green in there. We don't want green. Alright, let's flip this back around. It's more golden than orange actually, but right, so from above the eye, might have to flip it back this way for a tick. So there's black, got the orange to there, there's a dash of white, and then there's like a smallish black line there, a second one there that kind of curves to join the head. About there. I wonder if you're allowed to go and sit and do art in the Emporium. I do enjoy painting live. It's almost like a little paint by numbers, this. like blocking in colour. Except I have no numbers and no guide apart from what I've drawn. I do wonder sometimes though, like is like what I can do like all just learned, or did I have some natural talent to start with? I mean, if I had some natural talent, I don't think it was like big. It's been grown over time. Or is it all just where I've grown and learnt as an artist? Who knows? I think I'm going to add in some browns around this area now that I've blocked in some of where the black fur is. Howdy, if you're just hopping in, welcome to the stream. And they're gone. Hello anyway. Okay. So this is actually like black fur down near the muzzle. Howdy, howdy, if you're just hopping in, welcome. I actually quite like the minimalistic look with just the black. It's kind of funky. So this down here. Nope, actually that's something different. So it's this bit here that comes down to about here, and then goes back up to the smaller line there. Actually like dashing the brush as well. It gives it more of a fur texture feel rather than heavy brush strokes. Alright, I think I might start adding a little bit of the orange colour into this area before we end the stream off, because it's 8 o'clock already. When the frick did that happen? But this is how it's looking. I will spin it around. Hello, if you're just hopping in, welcome. That's how we're looking right now. Actually, I'll hold that up to the camera a little bit because it's a little bit dark there. Well, under the light so you can see. Whoever's still in the stream, I think it's just me at this point, but that's cool. Trying to get it to where it can be seen properly. But yeah, that's how it's looking currently. So I'm going to start adding in some of this browny orange. Da, 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 da. Da, 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 da. I think actually the fur in this little area is a little bit darker at the bottom. Just gonna add that. A bit darker at the bottom, and now it's just me. Da, 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 da. Oops, a bit too much water on there. So that actually fades down into white, pretty much about in the middle of there. Good evening to you if you're just hopping in. This fur should be lighter. It's got like hints of white on the ends as well. I'll have to redo some of the black fur, but that's okay. So it gets to just below this area, I think, and then it turns more to the very light cream slash white. Hello, hello, welcome to the stream. Make sure you say howdy in the chat. You have to flip it this way just so I can do the lighter fur on the end here. Oops, I just painted my lamp, as you do. Actually, this here should be somewhat lighter. Hello, hello. If you're just hopping into the stream, how you doing? If you're new and you like what you see, please consider liking and subscribing to the channel. It would be greatly appreciated. Pop goes my knees. Hello, how are you doing? I hope your knees are okay. Welcome to the stream. Need more of the lighter. But add some of the ochre into it as well. Good, thanks, niece. Not so much. Oh, I'm sorry. That's never good to hear. But I'm glad you're well other than your knees. Welcome to the stream. Good to have you here. I will flip this around so you can see progress. So I'm working with gouache on, not acrylic paper, gouache on watercolor paper. I just really felt like painting a big cat today, so here I am. And you're welcome. Discord shush, now is not the time. So the lighter fur kind of comes underneath, or where it fades into the white, I should say, is kind of underneath this one. This patch. This little patch. So I know my hand is kind of covering the tiger at the moment. Trying to let you guys get a better view of it. I'm going to re-go over some of the black. So I'll get to about there, and then I'll have to do like probably not in this stream because I want to finish off the orange around this area. And redo the black fur, but he's taking shape, or she. I don't know if it's a he or she. Tigger is taking shape. So do you like drawing and painting, Pop? Are you an artiste? And this lot's kind of down to about here. The fur's kind of curving this way as well. This tiger's fur is going all over the place. Okay, so underneath here, actually this closer to the muzzle, it kind of goes further down before it goes into the white. Have room to control like it. Oh, I'm sorry to hear that. But teaching, oh, you used to teach needle felting. That's really cool. That's one thing I've never been able to get like a hang of. That's very cool though. Like, I take my hat off to people who can needle felt because it looks so difficult but so amazing. So we've got some white that comes up there. Hats off to you though. I'm sorry that you ended up with rheumatoid arthritis. It's good fun. I bet it is. It looks like it is. But I'd probably mess it up. I'll stick with the painting and the animating. It's tomorrow, Monday. I get paid on Tuesday. Yay! Okay, so here the white kind of comes up on, so it's about here, and then it tracks into this side, so this would be about here. Oh, thank you. I really like to try and do the eye, or at least one of the eyes first, as a like starting point to work from. I mean, obviously, I don't know if you can see it very well, but there is like a sketch there that I kind of drew to give myself a bit of a guide. But generally, I don't like draw in too much detail. But I appreciate you saying the eye is nice. I was umming and ahhing about it, to be honest. Like when I first started it, it looked a bit. Ugh. And I know my partner is now sitting in chat being smug. I can feel it. So I'm 1:15. Alright, it's got another 15 minutes before I finish out the stream. So, see if we can finish off this little bit of orange in here. And redarken the black. I can feel it radiating off of you. So finish out the orange on this. Actually, there's like a little tiny patch of, I think it's that actually. So finish this. And then redo the black before we finish off. So it's mostly white here. Might have to increase the patch of that black so it tips up to there. My Discord is pinging. Right, Let's. Ooh, 7 people watching. 6 people watching. Welcome to the stream, my friends. Good to have you here. I am just going to redo some of the black on the fur before we finish up the stream. Da, 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 da. Although I think if I was going to put this piece in the Emporium, I would have to get, what's the word for it? I'd have to frame it. Not necessarily with a frame, like, mount it. That's what I'm thinking of. I'd have to mount it before putting it in there for sale as an original. I don't know if I'd get prints of it. Maybe? But I'd have to go, I think if I was going to get prints of this, I'd go to Art for Sight rather than getting it done online. At least I wouldn't have a certain somebody muscling onto my appointment with them this time if I choose to get prints of it. I think I was going to make this patch slightly bigger, wasn't I? Da, 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 da. Mm. Alright. So I think I might leave it here for now. Just correct this. Let that dry again before I work on it anymore. Alright, so this is the progress so far from this stream. Sorry, the camera's not that great. But yeah, so that's the progress so far. We've done one eye and a bit of the face. I may do another art stream working on this sometime during the week. Tomorrow's stream is going to be animation. I'm going to be working on dolls. So until tomorrow, thank you all so much for watching, if anybody is still here. I greatly appreciate it. It's been very interesting and fun starting work on this piece. Yeah, so if you haven't already, please like and subscribe to the channel. It would be greatly appreciated, and it really does help. And until tomorrow, I shall see you later. Goodbye!